Today on Northern Revolutions, I'm going to talk about the Alternate Fleetwood Mac collection. And I'm going to show you a Grail that I picked up just recently. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome to Northern Revolutions. I'm Rob. Welcome back if you're returning. Welcome if you're new. Just a short video today. I got a couple things I wanted to show you. The first thing, the Alternate Fleetwood Mac collection. I'm a big Fleetwood Mac fan. All eras of the band, the blues band, Rumors era, even the most recent incarnation. But this was a record store day release. It's one of the few times I'm going to show a CD. This came out just this past record store day on CD and on vinyl. And what this is a collection of 6 alternate Fleetwood Mac albums. They were originally released over various record store days over the past 6 or 7 years, where they were alternate versions of studio albums, whether they had demos, outtakes, whatever. So there was alternate Fleetwood Mac, there was alternate Rumors, alternate Tusk, alternate Mirage, alternate Live, and alternate Tango in the Night. And I had picked up a few of them over the record store days when they were first released, but there was several that I missed out on. So this past record store day, the band released them, together in a box set on CD. There is a vinyl version of this as well that's on colored vinyl. The original record store day pressings were not on colored vinyl; they were on black vinyl. And I had the vinyl version in my hand, and I thought about buying it, but I didn't because it was $250, and I had 4 of the 6 albums. So I thought, do I buy the box and sell the ones that I've got, or do I not buy the box and just hope I can find the 2 that I was missing? The problem is that some of them, or most of them, the individual releases from the first record store days, were getting pretty expensive. Routinely, you'd see alternate Tusk for $175, $200. I even saw it in the wild at a couple of record stores, and it was $200. So, what do you do? So what I did on this record store day, which I think this was actually Black Friday record store day last fall, I bought the CD version just because I couldn't justify the vinyl, but it hadn't previously been available on CD. So I bought it so that I would have it, but also so that I could digitize this and put it in my digital library so I could have it in the car, which is where I listen to a lot of music because I drive all day because I'm in sales. So I bought this. Well, just recently in the last, month and a half or so, I rounded out my alternate Fleetwood Mac collection. So I'm going to share that with you. So it starts with alternate Fleetwood Mac. This is the second self-titled Fleetwood Mac album from '75. This is the one just before Rumors. It's all of these have alternate, slightly different versions of the cover. This one's interesting because of the back. You actually have to flip it over to see the track listing. But I really like the original version of the album. And this one is all early versions, not demos, but first and second takes of some of these. Then there's alternate Rumors. Again, this one, there are some alternate takes on here. There's some demos, some early takes, an acoustic duet. So some of these are quite different from what's on the commercially released studio album. The next one in the set is Alternate Tusk. This was the last one that I was looking for. Couldn't get it. I'd seen it in record stores. Here's the kicker. I remember when this first came out in 2016 on Record Store Day. I saw it in my local shop the week later and I didn't buy it because at the time I thought I'm not going to buy these alternate albums. And I kicked myself because I could have bought it for $35 or whatever. And then I never did. And then they got stupid expensive and I could never find it. So this was the last one I was waiting for. I snagged it off eBay. It has a little bit of corner damage and there is a seam split at the top. But I didn't pay anywhere close to $200 for it. The other thing is there is an autograph right there. And apparently this is the autograph of Jamie Odgers, who was the photographer that took the cover photo. I couldn't care less. Doesn't matter. All I care is I got this at a very, very reasonable price. Yeah, it's got a couple dings in the corner, but the records are flawless. It was still sealed. So other than this corner here, so that the photographer could sign it. So, I'm happy with it. It didn't have to be mint, but the records are. So this was what I needed to round out the collection. This was the one I'd been holding out for and couldn't find forever. Alternate Mirage, again, early versions, demos, couple outtakes. This is the cover image that's on the studio album, and I guess this is the other half of the image, so this is what they used on the alternate one. Alternate Live, this came out 2021 on Record Store Day. This is the easiest of them to find by far. It's a gatefold. And it is the companion to the other Fleetwood Mac Live. These are songs from the same tour, but it's just completely different track listings. So, you sort of put the two live albums together and you've essentially got a full concert from this tour. So for that reason, unquestionably my favorite. And there are some great songs in here that we're missing from the original Fleetwood Mac Live. The Chain, Secondhand News, Tusk, You Make Love and Fun, Blue Letter. I mean, they had so many great hits, you couldn't put them all on one record. So these were a wonderful companion to the original Fleetwood Mac Live. So my favorite. And lastly, Alternate Tango in the Night. This, I think I probably got on the Record Store Day when it came out in 2018. The one I listened to the least. That's my verdict on the Alternate Fleetwood Mac collection. Not for the casual fan. If you're a completist like I'm trying to be on Fleetwood Mac, then it makes a lot of sense. Or if you're just a big fan, it makes sense. Many of the albums or the songs are hard to distinguish which version you're listening to. Some of them you'd almost have to listen to them back to back to even spot the differences. However, there are some that are markedly different. The one that springs to mind on Rumors, there's a demo for The Chain. Everybody knows the song The Chain, that monumental song that opens side 2 of Rumors. The version that's on Alternate Rumors bears no resemblance. It's Stevie's acoustic demo. The lyrics aren't the same. There is a handful of lines that are the same. That's it. You would not know you were listening to the demo for The Chain. It is that different. The acoustic duet, Never Go Back Again, that's pretty good as well. So there are some that are very different, but on the whole, you'd have to be like an uber Fleetwood Mac nerd to spot the difference on a lot of these. I'm a completist, so I'm glad I've got them. The exception being Alternate Live, as I mentioned, because it's essentially the other half of the songs from the concert on the tour for whatever album that was in support of. It was the other half of the concert. So that is the best one by far, and also the easiest to find. But if you can find Rumors, it's a treat to listen to as well. So I'm thrilled that I finally was able to round out my alternate Fleetwood Mac collection without having to spend $250 on the box set. So the other thing I wanted to share with you guys today is I picked up a Grail. There's a few items on my Grail list, and maybe I should do a video about what my Grails are these days. But there's a handful of albums I've been looking for a while. And this is the one that is always and has been for years been at the top of my list. I finally snagged Dizzy Up the Girl by the Goo Goo Dolls. This has been pressed 3 times to my knowledge. The original pressing, which was, I think, 2015, I don't know if it was a record store day or whatever, black vinyl. Then there was a record store day pressing on pink vinyl, and then there was a picture disc. All 3 of those, very expensive. This is the first one. As you can see by the hype sticker there, it says first time on vinyl. This routinely sells on eBay for north of $200. I won't pay $200 for this record. I snagged this on an unbelievable deal. This is still sealed. Anyone that watches my channel knows. What am I going to do? I'm going to crack this open and I'm going to play it. I don't believe in keeping anything sealed, so this is getting played. I bought it to listen to. I got it for a hell of a deal. There is a slight crease on this one bottom corner. Other than that, it's in absolutely flawless shape. Can't wait to play it. I love the Goo Goo Dolls. This was kind of their monster album. It had Dizzy, Slide, Broadway, Black Balloon, and Iris. Iris was their big song. So I love this album when it came out back in, I think, like 95, something like that. So I'm glad to finally have this on vinyl. This was the top of my Grail list, so I'm absolutely thrilled. I snagged it off eBay for a fraction of what it routinely sells for on eBay and on Discogs. So thrilled with this. Can't wait to crack it open and listen to it. That said, maybe I'll do a video next week updating you on what my Grail list is now. But anyway, that's it for me today, everybody. Just a short one. Thank you for watching. If you got any questions or comments, let me know what some of your Grails are. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.